this stuff train within us, and I want us to accept ourselves in all aspects, not just one aspect. And you don't look childish with your natural hair, you look beautiful. And I want us to break down like those stigmas. And I do believe that this world doesn't want us to appreciate our natural hair.
I'm tired of y'all getting on the people's internet and saying how disgusted you are, how much you hate your hair, how much you would never wish this hair type on anybody else, because that's what y'all are doing. You're projecting how much you hate your hair onto other people. The amount of work that we've done as a community to get to the point where people can go outside and wear their natural hair and feel confident in it, and y'all are trying to bring us back, please stop. You need to internalize those thoughts or work through them, but stop getting on the internet and telling everybody how much you hate your hair. Because not only are you weaponizing the idea of hair, you're putting it in the hands of people who already dislike Black women, who already make it difficult for Black women to feel comfortable and confident in the workplace when you haven't even tried to learn how to take care of it in the way that it needs to be taken care of. You surround yourself with people who do not have the same hair type as you. All of the hair media that you're consuming comes from people who have a looser hair texture, a different hair porosity, or they don't even wear their natural hair at all. And then you're confused when you have this feeling of inadequacy with your own hair. You're doing it to yourself. Oh, you know, I should be able to come on here and share my insecurities and like relate to people. You're not trying to relate to people. You're just projecting your insecurities on other people. And I really hate that for us. I really do. Because you should love your hair. You should love the hair that grows out of your head. I have the hair that my parents had and their parents had. Why would I get on here and perpetuate this idea that I don't love myself? In the same vein, you really do need to stop getting in other people's comment sections and saying my hair could never do that. But you don't realize how harmful it is to be an individual with that hair type and to see those comments being made in other people's comment sections. I'm sorry, please stop.
There are people out there that think that wearing your natural hair and your curly hair is childish. Like, there are really people who think that wearing the hair that God gave you is childish. I cannot relate. I love literally all hairstyles. I love them all. If you scroll on my page, you see that I will pretty much rock any hairstyle. There is something about wearing the hair, the curls, just my own natural hair that hits different. I love it. I genuinely feel the most like me. Like, even as short as it is, how shrunken my curls are, like how much work my hair is, I feel the most like me.
Christ's love isn't like everybody else's love. It's not like the world's love. The world's love loves you when you do things right or when you do things with them. But as soon as you make a mistake, they take that love away. But what I've experienced with the love of Christ is that it loves first. It loves through wrongdoing. It loves when you shouldn't be loved anymore. It's unconditional. And that's the love that I believe is going to change the world and has changed me.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Micaiah. I'm back and I'm black and I'm back and I'm black and I'm back and I'm black and I'm back and I'm black.
Yo, Sasha here. Excuse me? Supermodels do not fly business class. Now, I'm not gonna demand a private jet, but I think Jag could at least spring for first class.
I just had a fresh retwist. And I love it. Hold on, let's see the, okay. It's like, you know how when you first get a retwist, it doesn't elongate it? But listen, the length is there, the hang time is there, and I love it. Today I am bringing you all another video diving into an important topic that I feel is necessary to have amongst us Black women, and that is there a such thing as a weave addiction? And why do we feel as if our natural hair makes us look childish? But before I dive into all the formality, I want to start this off by, this is not coming from a place of bashing someone. This is coming from a place for us to have self-reflection and for us to just have the conversation and lay it out there. But before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to see more of me. If you're new, hey, and if you're a returner, I really, truly appreciate the love. And if you get the chance, please check out my social media platforms down within the description box where I display my passion for fashion. And for all who are new, you should know I do an array of topics. I am extremely diverse. I love more nerdy content, I love nostalgic content, and I love conscious topics. And I dibble and dabble within vlogs. So if any of those things interest you, then I'm your girl. So without further ado, let's get into the Now, what made me bring this up is a lot of the uproar and commentary that I see on the YouTube space on how a lot of women, specifically women with type 4 hair, speak negatively about their hair or don't feel comfortable with their hair out or feel as if they look childish with their hair. And I'll say that I can most definitely empathize with this because at one point I thought the same thing. I didn't really value or appreciate my natural hair. I grew up wearing it, but as I started getting older, I started leaning more on weave and extensions and braids and always wanting to cover my hair up. I felt like I looked off when I didn't have my hair all dolled up in that way. So I started associating my attractiveness with those type of hairstyles. And that's really trained at a young age because my mom didn't even feed these kind of negative thought processes in my brain. I think it just was what I seen and what other people desired and what I started to desire.
Think about the first time your mama let you press your hair. You know what I'm saying? We associated that with aging. First time your mama let you get a sew in, your mama let you put some weave in, give you some length. You associate hair that doesn't look like yours as mature, fine, sexy. It's really time to go deeper because y'all the same people who was wearing bows in the back of your head, okay? Little diaper pants, you know what I mean? I do think that we as Black women just have been through so much with our hair that it's just a cop out to say, oh, well, I just think it looks childish. You know what I'm saying? But also as a person with locks, I understand because I having locks, sometimes I feel maybe not childish. I just feel like because all the other Black women adults is like wearing bust downs, not all, but some, a majority, wearing bust downs that make me feel different, I guess. I mean, when we look at most of the celebrity Black women, we look at the representation, most of them, you know, they got something from Malaysia in their head for sure. It's kind of been like a sign of luxury, a sign of maturity even. I think we kind of conditioned ourselves into believing that natural hair is childish. That's why it just is really important to normalize natural hairstyles, you know, hair textures that look like yours. I mean, normalize it. Maybe it might stop feeling childish.
And I do believe that this world doesn't want us to appreciate our natural hair. I know it may be extremely difficult for us to maintain it and do different things with it, but it's very beautiful. It is extremely beautiful, and I think that we have to value that we can do so much with our hair. I remember speaking to someone of like the opposite race. I think she was Hispanic, and she was saying, I love how y'all get to just like switch up your hair and do different things, and that's what makes our hair so different. But I want us to make sure we're valuing our hair in a society that does not want us to value our hair. And I can speak on myself is that when I wear other hairstyles or other hair extensions, I try to make sure it's as similar to something that would grow out of my hair, where I do more afro or kinky styles. Sometimes I switch it up and like will do random things, but for the most part, I like to have a nice balance on how I wear my hair because I think that's very important to me, where it relates more to me. And I realize I get even more compliments that way, and I'm not fishing for compliments, but I'm saying I think that it's so impactful. People love your hair. People love the kinks. People love the locks. Like, people really love those things. And it's important for us to love that too.
I feel like a lot of people underestimate how attractive confidence is. I see a lot of people talk about how they don't like the type of men that they attract when they wear their natural hair, or they don't like the way that society perceives them when they wear natural hair. And that is very true. I'm never going to debunk the fact that people do treat you differently based off your natural hair. But I feel like because a lot of times if you're just starting your natural journey, you're not going to be, for a lot of people at least, obviously I hope it's otherwise for you, but for the majority of us, you're not going to immediately be confident. I didn't start wearing my 4C hair as is until I was pretty much in high school. But throughout the years of wearing my natural hair, I've truly learned how attractive confidence is. And it's not something that's going to happen overnight, especially if you're wearing a style that's very new to you. But anybody that knows me knows I have attracted all sorts of people, all sorts of tax brackets, you name it, all with this hair right here on my head, okay? And I feel like a lot of it doesn't even have to do with the fact that, oh, if a man likes natural hair, I'm confident in my natural hair, okay? When I walk out with my 4C hair compared to when I wear braids, when I wear weave, whatever, I genuinely feel more confident because I have grown to allow it to be one of my favorite styles on myself. And when I walk into a room, head is held high, okay? Chest is out, okay? And it's the confidence
that attracts the people. And I feel like we underestimate it. I feel like we underestimate it a lot. It's something that's not going to happen overnight. But if you're just starting your journey and you're not feeling yourself and you're like, oh my God, I'm not attracted to no man, change your posture. And society will try to convince you that it's not as good looking as other hairstyles. But yeah, I've allowed myself to be really confident in my hair and trust. It makes a difference.
I feel like the black hair industry is such a scam sometimes. Like, we all know, well, if you're a black woman, we all know that we spend the most money on our hair of any other group on this planet. And I feel like a majority of that cost, or a large amount of that cost, is from us buying weaves and added hair for braids and stuff. And I've been really trying to embrace my natural hair this year. Like, I big chopped my hair maybe almost 2 years ago now. I used to have locks. They were long and nice. But it's so tempting to just get box braids, to have the long hair, to have the like goddess braids look. But all these styles are so expensive and they're not even that good for your hair. And like, of course, there are ways that you can prep your hair for it to allow for length retention, but I feel like a lot of times when I got box braids, I was still getting my trim and cutting off a significant amount of hair, more than I thought would be, from having a protective style.
And listen, I'm not telling people not to wear weaves and not to do what they want to do. I just want us to have like a balance on appreciating our own natural hair. And I realized with myself is that I had to strip all those things at first and really just lean on my own natural hair. And I love it. I've been locked for like 3 years since we've changed. And I'm going to do like a separate testimony on my locks, how my locks allow me to embrace my natural hair. And I'm so thankful for this because I've never worn my natural hair as much as I have within the 3 years and some change that I've been wearing it. In my older years, I have not worn it that long. Of course, when you're in elementary school and you're younger, you embraced it more. But I even realized when I was younger, I would always press my mom for me to get my hair pressed and straightened. I wanted to go to the Dominican. So it's a lot of this stuff trained within us, and I want us to accept ourselves in all aspects, not just one aspect. And you don't look childish with your natural hair, you look beautiful. And I want us to break down like those stigmas. Listen, this is all my 2 cents on this. I am here to uplift, and I want all of us to feel confident within our natural hair. And if we don't feel confident, let's try to do that inner work so that we can, because I believe that a lot of this was pushed on us as to why we don't feel comfortable wearing our natural hair, and that is a problem. So I thank you all for watching. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy this content. Please leave your thoughts and perspectives down within the comment section. If you agree or if you disagree, I am open to all perspectives, but let's be respectful in the comments. No ignorance, no bashing. Let's just all have a healthy discussion down within the comments. Loved by the God who created the universe. He made you for such a special purpose. There's no mistake about you, even down to your hair. So I'm thankful that the Lord made me fearfully and wonderfully made, and I want you all to be as well. So I thank you all once again, and I'll check you all out in the next video. Stay blessed, everyone.